King Sports Information Director Travis Chell here with head men's soccer coach John Miglarese. How are you doing today?
Doing well, thank you.
All right, come back after the opening tournament at Lee University. You played host Lee on Friday night. Looked like a defensive battle there the first half, 0-0. They finally got through in the, I think, 75th minute or somewhere late in the second half for the 1-0 victory. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we were very good in that game in spells and then very poor in spells. And sadly, we played a really poor 25 to 30 minute span in the second half. And we had a weather storm, and frankly, they deserved a goal because they had chance after chance. And it was Kari kept us in it for a long time, but they finally got one. And then after the goal, we had a few chances to win it, tie it late, which shows some resilience, which is good. But unfortunately, when you play a good team, if you have a span of 5, 10, 15 minutes of bad soccer, you're going to get scored on, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Then you turned around on Saturday and faced Shorter University. Got off to a great start. You scored 3 goals in 7 minutes, with the last one coming, I think, in like the 15th, 16th minute. 2 of them by Kendale Liburd. The first 2 played for King. Talk about the roller coaster of that game, and it ended up in a tie.
Yeah, one of the more bizarre games I've ever been a part of. We played a great 30 minutes. We changed our system. We confronted a little higher. And, Kenny did a lot of work on the flanking and found himself in scoring positions and buried them when he had the chances. So we find ourselves 3-0 up, and sadly we conceded a restart goal, which gave them a little bit of life, because if you were watching the game in the first half, you thought it was going to end 3-0 because we were clearly the better team, and they came out, brought in 3-4 new players. They have a lot of depth, and pushed and pushed and pushed, got it to 3-2, and then unfortunately we had an own goal with 2 minutes left, which was a dagger in the heart to make it 3-3. And then in overtime, it's anybody's game. We missed a breakaway, they missed a PK, and both teams were exhausted. It was in the low 90s, and it was a tough day.
It almost seemed, looking too at the live stats, that Shorter, especially in double overtime, kind of controlled everything. It almost seemed like it was almost, I don't want to say lucky, but one of those where it's like, hey, we ended up with a tie at least.
Well, yeah, I mean, by the way we played, and as I've said before, the second half in both games this weekend is what got us. We played it, like I said, really well in the first half. And, there's a lot of youth and experience, guys that we're still bringing along to teach them a winning mentality, to see off a game instead of concede a game. Yeah. We're up 3-0, we should have won that game through and through. So a little disappointed, but learning experience for a lot of young players out there.
And that brings you into Wednesday. You have your home opener here against Tusculum, who has yet to take the field this year. Should be, I would guess, probably a pretty good crowd, and the guys will be excited here to play at home for the first time this year.
Yeah, I hope so. Tusculum traditionally is very good. Shorter was a very talented team, and so was Lee. So I think, and plus our preseason schedule, I don't think we're going to see anything that's going to blow us away as far as talent. We know Tusculum will be good, though, well coached, well organized. We played them in the spring, but we have a lot of new players. They have a little new players. You really don't know a whole lot, so I'm going to have to do some sniff around to see what we can find out. But yeah, we're excited to finally be at home. We've been on the road, and it's glad to play at home.
And then Saturday you travel to Brevard College, who's coming off a double overtime win against Conference Carolina's opponent Erskine, and then they play Belmont Abbey too coming up this week.
Well, yeah, we don't know a whole lot about Brevard. We're going to look at them after Tusculum, but Erskine's supposed to be very good this year, so if they beat Erskine, they're definitely going to be a formidable opponent for us. So we're looking forward to that game, but first Tusculum, then we'll worry about Brevard when we get there. Yeah, we definitely want to get a win this week, and hopefully 2.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Coach, and good luck this week.
Thank you.